Okay, you guys ready to talk about some sports?
I don't think so.
Ow! You better be ready, because here we come. Big Rallo's New Sports. Written and directed by the bald-headed black man. The man the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. Rub his head and make a wish. Remember to dress appropriately. Sports bras and jock straps, ladies too. That way we'll all be confused together. Get together for sports. It's Vic now. Here's Vic, yeah!
Yeah, man, let me say this, bruh. Just when you think the heavyweight division in boxing is about to hit this new trend, and we've waited for how long? Let me just say this, how long? Who was the last great boxer in heavyweight that you couldn't wait to go see, man?
Man.
Okay, how long?
That I couldn't wait to go see? That goes back to like...
Did you want to see Lennox Lewis?
No.
Mike Tyson?
I wasn't going to rush.
Evander Holyfield?
No.
Klitschko brothers?
Never heard of him.
Okay, Mario, you're
I
talking...
wouldn't go see Fufu and the Bandits.
All right, let me just say this, because I already knew that he's not even doing any boxing references in the last 35 years. It's done. It's done.
I play Suicide Twister.
Okay, we're gone. First of all, let me do this. I said this before, Mar. I said, congratulations, history was made. And I'm going to say it again. The first Latin champion to sit back and hold all the belts. And I say, what you want to see is the new shape of the heavyweight division. Now, his arms is raised high. 6'2", 260
His arms is kind of little for the red chest.
Wait a minute. Let me
just some little baby arms.
Let me say this, man.
Don't like he can reach his penis to me. Just say, look at the little arms.
Okay, you know what?
Just say
there are people who really want your insight on the sport.
I'm just saying, look at those little hands. It's the angle, but don't
look
look like you got little arms.
Let me say this.
Look like
First
Trump.
of all, can you recognize that history was made?
Yes, we said that.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I'm just saying, look at those little arms, little hands too.
Right. Now
little teeny hands.
Let me say this. The man has only lost one fight, so he's like, what, 30-something, 32-1, or 33-1. So the little hands.
Him on the ear.
And so
it's the picture. I'm just saying, look at the picture. This is why you got to use the right kind of lens.
Right. Wait a minute,
the picture looks weird, Dick. It does look kind of weird. Look at it.
Hey, listen.
Like he got little arms.
Listen what I'm saying. You're looking at the little arms, and I'm trying to give you an idea that when a physical specimen runs into a puncher, the person he knocks out, of course, Anthony Joshua, shocked everybody because they're waiting for the build-up for Deontay Wilder. Everybody's covered it already. And I want to give you an idea of what it looks like. And we're going to go through these, what we call incarnations.
Somebody out with these little arms. Anybody out there think it looks little besides me, please comment.
Let me say this. There's a new nickname out there for him, and there's several nicknames out there for him. Let's go to the next one, because some people were shocked at what happened. And sometimes the force makes people get these contortions in their face.
He's a little soft around the gut. He got man tits like mine.
Wait a minute.
So he's soft around the gut, got man tits like mine.
Wait a minute.
By the way, y'all out there don't act like you ain't got no man tits.
All right.
And women, you know you've seen some.
Okay, now let me just say this. Let me say this. You're lucky, Mario, because you weren't really following. No, you wasn't following. You wasn't following the division, so you don't have no insight on this because you don't care. You don't know who that brother is.
But I like that the fat person is knocking out the person that looks all trim.
Oh no,
because this is where I'm for the chubby people.
Let me say this.
This is what my belly looked like.
He was considered. That's why the title of this is actually Stay Puffed KO's Joshua the Adonis. Stay Puffed. I'm sorry, man.
He's got some good looking tits.
Wait a minute, man. Let me say this.
Just saying.
He's not hiding that he likes to eat. Let me say something else.
Well, how's he going to hide it if he wanted to hide it? You know, those people act like give you credit for the obvious. No, you know, guess what? He ain't hiding it.
Let me say this. I want to ask a question because I really don't know. And I'm not trying to say. First of all, let me say this. I will continually sit back and say, unbelievable, because he's this new champion that represents not only a culture, a nation, and a community. But I want to know, Mario, that when he went to get his body tattooed, what do you think the person providing the service was thinking?
He was thinking, tickle, tickle, tickle.
Wait.
Squeeze those little nipples.
Wait a minute.
Squeeze those little nipples.
Wait a minute, Mario. Sometimes that tattooist may be a female, and maybe a male.
When you have man tits and you lucky,
Right.
your woman likes your man tits.
All right.
So when you in the shower, she like soaps them all up and tickles them. When you're in the bed, she kisses on your man tits.
Right.
So it's a new way for them to tap into a new level.
Right.
We get to channel our feminine side, and they get the chance to kiss some tits.
All right. So you notice where
Sounds
Mario's focus is. I'm going to keep it somewhere in the same lane. I got it.
What do you think about when you see his tits? I say you got to think about, and he got little pink, little cute little
Wait a minute, Mario.
tits sticking out.
You're not calling it chess, right?
Those are tits. There's chest. No. The guy on the ground, he has chest.
That's Anthony Joshua.
Okay, Anthony Joshua, he looks like he has chest.
He's a
Our brother who's knocked him down,
right.
He's got tits.
Anthony Joshua was considered, so for those who may not know, almost all the boxing followers know this, was heavily favored because they were setting up for the big fight, the big payday. He just lost his big payday. So let me just say this.
Heavily favored.
Heavily favored.
Heavily.
So heavily favored. So all that, when they start doing the scripting on this, they won't be
heavily favored.
They won't convert that noise. Okay, so they'll say grunt or something like that. All right. Here's the part that I want to also cover. The boxer, Anthony Joshua, so well spoken. But right below, I want to take you to this area. Refresh your page for a moment. Just refresh it. Because right under that photo, I want to see if it's updated. Because I want to go to an area where they say, how can you best cover Anthony Joshua and what he was going through? So I'm not sure if it's going to pop up. You may have to hit it again. If it doesn't, I can't go to this one because it is.
That's not it.
It's not it. Update it, refresh it one more time because I'm gonna keep setting up the story here. If it's not here, because right below the photo we had there, I updated while we was live, and I'll let you know if it pops in again. But it's not so far. You just hit it one more time because I think it does what it was doing with me. Incremental updates. There we go.
What I'm doing?
Right there. You're right there. Where it says click the link, don't go there yet. I will have you go there.
Okay.
The reason why I'm doing this is because I was looking at the depiction of what Anthony Joshua was going through, of course, because he was undefeated. And he's the British heavyweight champion for their community, but the world champion. But I want to show you a depiction that was best shown without words of what happened in the fight. And you're going to get to see about 30 seconds of this. So, Mario, it says, the spirit of Anthony Joshua says it all. Click the link. When you click that link, Mario, I want you to also click play. And we're going to find out what it was like for Anthony Joshua. Such a wonderful experience that I got to enjoy.
40 seconds of that round, Brian. I think Anthony Joshua threw one punch, and that was at the very end.
Knocks him back to
Wait a minute.
Last 40 seconds.
No, let me just say that you got to
knock him back to England.
I'm saying,
knock him back to England.
Let me say this. I think it's great. I think it's such an excellent piece that I had to show it. Now, typically I don't feature other people's content, but this person put this together so fast that it just had me going, this is jacked up. So, here's where we go. Now do we root for John Ruiz, who basically has overcome everything, and as well says, I am not the example of how a traditional boxer looks, but I can knock you out. Now does he becomes the people's champion? Will he become your champion, Mario? Now you just all learned.
Any man with tits like that is my champion. Channeling my own.
All right.
So I want to say all the people with the 1 packs in their abdomen. You
Right.
are my heroes.
Right.
Get out there. I have a wonderful 1 pack myself. When you put your head on it, you can hear the ocean.
Right.
So come
Now,
and enjoy.
we did hear that there was a mad dash leaving the arena for when John Ruiz won. And we're going to go to that, Mario, as soon as you go back to the page. There was this mad dash, and I thought it was not appropriate, as far as I'm concerned, because it didn't depict the true nature of the fandom and how happy they were about the fight. Now, let me say this. Sometimes boxers are represented by the same promoter, which makes it interesting. So how do you make money when both the fighters you represent are under your umbrella? And so with that being said, I said, I don't know if it's going to be a fight you look forward to. So imagine that Mario has 2 fighters, and the 2 fighters are basically, you know, they're setting it up so you can have somebody else you go against with a different manager, a different organization. How do you make money? Who do you promote? So
that is a question, Vic.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So for me, the part that becomes, I don't want to sprinkle on what John Ruiz means. And the reason why I say that is because he can be symbolic the same way as Canelo, who's become the people's champion. Now you have a heavyweight champion. How long will he hold the title? Obviously, they're going to sit back and say, should Anthony Joshua fight against John Ruiz again? Or should John go against Deontay Wilder? Or do they just go ahead and say Deontay and Joshua fight because everybody wants to see it? So I'm just going to take you to what I call the exit of John Ruiz leaving the building. So when Mario,
I'm not sure where you're. Cause
oh no, just come on down. Just keep going down. You'll see.
Down where?
I mean, I'm sorry. Go up. My bad. Let's keep going up, and hopefully you'll see it. There we go. This is where John left the building.
Oh, okay.
So this is the scramble. Okay, he's getting the nickname Stay Puffed. That's not cool. I believe you need to keep it real. Call him JR Jr. JR. Stay away from the Stay Puffed stuff, man. This is not cool. Do not use his physical embodiment to represent who he is. Okay, so here we go. All right, enough of that, man. I got to go over to the one that's it's blowing me away because Mario knows what this is like because you're in LA. Maybe when somebody's in your parking space, how do you find a way to get them to move? So I'm using this as an example. Here's an example of somebody saying, I'm fitting into my parking space. I don't give a damn what happens. Okay, now that's just a simple example. That's the ship with wheels finding its space. Where I'm going with this is that something happened recently.
The ship has wheels?
I got it.
You understand what you're saying? You said the ship with wheels. I don't see any wheels.
No, it's no wheels. It's no wheels. But what happened recently, which to me, when we go click this next link, happened, I believe, yesterday in Venice, Italy. Imagine a cruise ship out of control. So I hope that when Mario clicks this link right below that diagram or photo, we get to see the example of what happened here. And hopefully we can capture this. This was kind of terrifying. It was a cruise ship that was out of control. And the cruise ship actually was coming towards the dock. And as it came toward the dock, people start scrambling. And at the same time, it also is coming towards the boat. That's part.
Like that scene from Jurassic Park.
That.
Questa.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. That's basically it. It didn't go any much further as far as additional damages, but people were, of course, emotionally terrified. This was one of those situations where it was out of control. It was a mechanical problem, and there's nothing they can do. So it's something broke, and so it just was going in its own direction. And I guess they were pulling in, and they had tugboats that literally were trying to guide it, and they couldn't do anything. Of course, tugboats can't redirect it, and so it ended up doing.
Can't redirect that. Food tugboat. Like, hey, tugboat guy, right. Jump in front of that.
Right.
Oh, yeah, right.
Right. So, listen, I'm not trying to make fun of it. I just was literally going, watch how fast people, elderly of all ages, scramble. All of a sudden, you find that you have speed that you haven't checked on before. And just literally.
And ability to move.
And let me say this.
Fear of death make you agile.
Okay, wait, Martin, here's the part. The people on the boat that was docked, you know, not all of them were seeing what was happening. And imagine you turn around and look, and all you see is wall and pushing.
And you should hear the
right.
That would be a hint, too.
It would be a big-ass hint, right? Right. All right. Over to the NBA Finals, you guys. Let me just say this. I need to find out who eventually is going to be the top badass in the finals, who's presently the top badass, and it seems like it's changing. And when we look at it that way, we know that right now it appears that game one they had Siakam Pascal from Toronto stepping up, and then of course literally kind of carrying the weight, of the team, and being able to have those role players do their thing. Now, that's not what I'm really getting into. What I'm trying to figure out is this. Kawhi Leonard is already scoring his 34. He's given 14 rebounds, and they still lose. So here's the formula that everybody's talking about. If Kawhi scores less and the ball's distributed amongst his team, it seems like that's the formula to win. When he has to dominate in scoring, it seems like it's the formula that they tend to lose or struggle with. Kawhi is somewhat not at 100%, understandably, but we now have Steph Curry stepping up, and everybody knew that. They said he's not going to stay cold for long. So, if you had to put your money on who you think is going to be the badass off this tournament, we can't even use Kevin Durant. He's not playing. Are we looking at Draymond Green, because it seems like he's the energy? Fred VanVleet on the Raptors, who basically, to me, I'm not trying to say Lowry is not good, but it just seems like he's the true threat in how he is a better shooter, more aggressive, and got defensive skills all day long. Here's the one I'm going after, Mario. Who do you think between Stephon, Draymond, Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Kawhi Leonard will be the baddest ass on the court for the next remaining games if they go 7, even if they go 5, even if they go 6?
I think it's going to change up, and probably maybe every game.
So, in other words, there won't be a standout because Kawhi.
Not in every game, because I think the effect of the home court is most obvious here in these so closely matched teams.
Right.
So now we kind of were wondering whether Golden State was going to actually be able to get a game,
right,
on their home,
right,
and theirs. And so now the question becomes the other way too. So we will have to see, but the effect of home court is going to be obvious. I think you're going to see different people stand up at different times, and I think that's part of the hallmark of both teams, which is part of why it's such a good series. So I think the first game, while they're at home especially, Curry's going to go off.
Right. And
while they're away, Siakam and Kawhi are going to bring it like fire with the other people close in tow. So it's going to be a really tight series, even at Golden State to me. There's not going to be a whole bunch of runaway stuff with this.
What do you think about this? And you could agree or disagree. This is probably one of the best and worst times. Best for Toronto to come in and take the next game, not the second game in Golden State. Why? Andre Iguodala, a little bit injured, not much. He came back in and played the rest of the game. Clay is injured. Durant injured. Looney, the center injured. Is it for them to all come back in a couple of days fully healthy? Would you say the best time to take the next game between the two for Toronto will be the next game because they have to kind of get some recovery time?
Well, I think that those kind of speculations are very difficult, especially considering the team itself and their own issues. So, yeah, I don't think there is a best time per se. Mm-hmm. I think it all just depends on how those things kind of roll into each other at the moment. It certainly seems to be that. It's interesting when people make all the speculations about if KD was playing or not playing, what would happen.
Right.
But the point is, to me, you've got two teams playing at a high level. On each side, there's if, coulda, woulda, shoulda story. So, you know.
Yeah. And so, and the last but not least here, who you picking to win in how many games?
I think that Toronto may get one in Golden State. I don't know which one. I just think that they're, they could get one, especially the second game.
Right.
But like I said, let's see. The people everybody's bringing it, so I don't know how people are really speculating. Kawhi, and they had a bad game.
Right.
At the end.
Yeah. They
had a bad game. Yeah. Had they been able to sustain that?
They didn't stay with the formula they had in the game one.
Right. They sort of, and I assume they tried, but Golden State didn't let them. So, they did the best they could.
Yeah, listen,
so we'll see.
You're seeing some of the best coaches adjust from half to half, quarter to quarter.
Still come to the players got to execute. So.
Right. Listen, okay, here's the part that got me. I said, Toronto, if you can't take it away from a limping Golden State Warriors, you've had your best chances. So I wish I can go to the next game and wait to see who's going to play and fully healthy to make my choice.
Well, this time of the year, everybody's got to see. That's the point. See,
right.
This time of year, they say everybody's hurting.
Yeah.
It's just some people they're talking about it more.
Yeah.
So I don't know that, for example, that Toronto, it appears to be, but we have to see how those things go.
Yeah.
So good luck to them.
I'm saying this. Clay fully healthy. I'm picking Golden State in 7. Clay not healthy, I'm picking the Raptors in 7. For me, I think Klay Thompson. You pull him out, there is no splash brothers. So I have to wait for the next game. There's a thing called check. And here's the thing called good luck, bad luck. Mario has always believed in good luck. Drake got checked by Adam Silver because of what he was doing on the sideline. He was eerily quiet and behaved. Obama comes in and Toronto loses. Do you think that if you had to trade off the Magic to let Drake do his thing, or now that since Obama entered the court with Adam Silver on sideline, Drake wasn't seen, there was no cameras going towards him, he totally shut it down. Is this good luck for Toronto?
Oh, I don't know, and I'm not sure if he did it based. It's interesting. He had on Curry's previous Toronto jersey.
Right.
I thought the statement was difficult to understand. It seemed mostly supportive of a lot of ways. Right. I think Drake's whole interaction has kind of been interesting and fun.
Right.
Certainly not. Spike did a whole lot more in the old days if you want to talk about just being an instigator.
Right.
Way more. Spike did. Didn't Spike do a lot more than Drake is doing, man?
Yes. He may not. I don't know if he ever touched.
I
don't think he ever put his hands on the coach and touching them as Drake did.
That's up to the coach, though, right?
Well, the coach didn't know. He got caught by surprise.
But, it's up to the coach to complain. And Adam Silver can say he doesn't like the fool. But as far as I know,
right.
There is no rule that says you cannot touch a coach.
Right.
First of all, I don't know any rules for the spectators like that.
Right.
Okay, NBA rules. There's going to be rules at each venue.
That's true.
But I don't know that exists. So,
all right, I'm going to give you a closing out. This is not an evaluation, it's just a result, because I'm going to leave it for you guys just to think and ponder on this. For those of you who really love massages. In Major League Baseball, last week, I call what the hell moment. Houston Astros, Carlos Correa is out. Why is he out? He reported back to the club that his ribs got cracked while getting a massage. We tried to find the real truth as how did these wonderful ribs that he has got cracked. We're searching. We think we found the person that may or may have not assisted, yet to be confirmed. I want to know, just simple question. Mario, you go to get a massage from a therapist and your ribs get cracked, what's the problem?
Well, either too much pressure or your ribs are too fragile.
See, there goes medical. That's what I love. Cut to the chase. I'm not making fun of Carlos. I'm just saying, how do you get your ribs cracked when you're getting a massage? I'm going to leave it to you guys to speculate. I'm out on sports, man. You can do whatever you want, man. I'm done. I'm out.
Big Durallo's New Sports. A unique fan perspective. View of sports. You can catch it as a recurring segment of the Morning Coffee with Mario show. It's here every Monday, headlining part 2. Fasten your seatbelts, dress appropriately, sports bras and jock straps for everyone. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!